This is my favorite story I have to tell. It's one of the worst things I've ever done, but I feel like sometimes that makes for a good story. I feel like it has good elements to the story. It has, there's violence, a possible upcoming murder, and a lot of silverware, which I think piques people's interest. This happened. This was the worst practical joke I did on somebody. I didn't know them, and they didn't know I was joking, so I don't know if you could call it a practical joke. What happened was, it was the last semester I was going to be at the cafeteria when I was in college, and done eating in this cafeteria, you would put your trays on this machine, these rotating metal shelves that would take your trays back around into the dishwashing station, and they would take the stuff off. I figured out the start of the last semester that instead I could take my silverware and I could whip it as hard as I could against the side wall, 45-degree angle it back behind the machine, and pelt these guys as they tried to clean things for no reason. And I would never see them get hit because of the view obstruction, but I would throw it, it'd be ting, shoot back, and a millisecond later I'd hear god damn. And I'd feel victory rise up and swell my chest. I felt very important and powerful. And this goes on a couple times a week for about 4 months. And that wasn't enough for me, because every few weeks I would get 3 friends, and we would line up 4 across in front of the station into what we called full frontal assault mode. Like I was an important military strategist. What we'd do is the 2 guys in the ends would be doing the whipping, angling things off the walls, and the middle guys would just throw silverware just as hard as they could down the chute so it bounced out the bottom and hit them from the front. So they're getting front, angle, side. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, dude. You're fighting an enemy that you don't understand why you're fighting, or you don't know who they are. Neither do we. No one understands why it is that's happening. It's fun. Last day I will ever be in this building. It's like God had been watching me, and he sent me a sign that he wanted me to kick it up a notch for the final battle. It's how I chose to interpret the message. Because what happened was, next door to the cafeteria where you walk in, there's a business expo, and they're giving away free dry erase boards. And when I saw these dry erase boards, it was like a cartoon light bulb went on above my head. I knew immediately I had to send them a message for the final battle. And I put 5 words on that board with nothing to distract from it, set it on the tray, let it rotate around, gave them time to absorb it, as we lined up into full frontal assault mode for the last time. Looking back, horrible what I wrote. Cruel, but also beautiful and perfect. Here come the spoons, motherfucker. And they came. I got so into the launching. I was just so gung-ho, just oblivious to what's happening around me. I'm throwing silver. I failed to recognize one of these guys snaps. Finally snapped. In hindsight, I can't believe it took him this long. He comes out from behind the machine, chases me through the entire cafeteria, and just a parade of profanity. Scariest / funniest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Part of it is pretty funny. I'm imagining how I must look getting chased around the cafeteria by Yosemite Sam with a prison vocabulary. The other part of me is truly in fear for my life. Because I realize also that if he gets a hold of me, he's not going to give me a firm talking to. Only murder is alive behind his pupils at this moment. And it's been over 10 years since that happened, and I still think about him, and he has to still think about me. I have to be top 3 on his people to kill list. Easy. I tortured him for no reason for 4 months and then got him fired. I'm guessing. I don't know that. Pretty sure he was fired. I don't think you get to try and murder a student in a Catholic university cafeteria in front of 500 witnesses while yelling motherfucker 20 times and then just be like, sorry about that. I'm gonna, forget it. I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna wash some dishes if that's okay. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it, Terry. You're irreplaceable. Yeah, no, he was fired, clearly.